Saying that her tour is on the verge of being canceled to low ticket sales. They plain dirty paying pages spreading fakes news to discourage my fans from buying tickets. So I did my touring deal with a black promoter, own company, AG Entertainment. If y'all watch me, y'all remember that name? Okay. And now they playing dirty with pages spreading fake news to discourage my fans from buying tickets. All right, cool. This is how they do when you try to go with an independent promoter and the bigger companies try to sabotage you. We not canceling shit. Art Dialogue says Sexy Red Tour is reportedly on the verge of being canceled. Only 37.11% of the tickets have been sold. It says my fans are buying tickets. We're doing fine. We're not canceling this tour. And this is what touring data says. This came from touring data, so this is accurate. So pretty much about 40% of her tickets have been sold out. Okay. Now, let me explain another thing. And this is why when I try to have music conversation with y'all, I keep saying we're nuanced. This is half of the music business. Hey, if y'all ever want to get into the music business, or if y'all ever want to benefit or do ancillary business that has to do with the music business, you should just understand this main principle. This is what I was saying about the bots. Yes, Drake and Kendrick are the biggest thing in the world, but these ideas that I'm talking about are bigger than them. The music business is, you're going to see the same thing happen over and over and over and over and over again. All right? What's happening here, let me give you an explanation. So Sexy Red announced a tour. Now, let me tell you from what I've known, and I haven't really even done usually I do my little call around to the industry and get more info, but I already know what this is. So Sexy Red has had a very alternative career. Let me explain to y'all. Sexy Red, you see, what label Sexy Red on? Let's figure this out. Sexy Red, well, it says Gamma. Oh, I didn't know she was on Gamma. Okay. All right. She was independent for a while, right? She was independent for a while. Now we hear she's on Gamma. All right, cool. Now, let me break down a few things. Sexy Red came out the gate and didn't want to be like the regular artist. She didn't want to sign to the big major. She didn't want that. Also, what helped her is that she had organic, remember when Pound Town dropped? She had an organic, by the way, I think one of these labels is owned by Take Keith. Maybe it's Open Shift. So I think Take Keith got some type of, let me check. Shift record label. No, I said, is that a distro? Yeah, never mind. That's a distro. That's a dis. No, it's not a distro. Oh, it is a distro. I think Take Keith got some percentage on her though, regardless. Anyway, let me make my point. Here's the point I'm making. So follow me here. Sexy Red, and I'm gonna use another artist too. Sexy Red is kind of like Central C. Central C. Let me tell you the thing about Central C. So when you're a artist, especially if you're a UK artist, what a lot of people do is that they'll have their distribution rights in the UK, and then they'll leave it open that they could sign another deal if their music becomes big in the US. You get what I'm saying? Why? 2 bags, whatever. You get people incentivized to push you. Great. If you're a UK artist, you want to get, in bigger markets. Here's the thing about Central C, and this is what I heard talking to the people, behind the scenes. They said Central C didn't really sign a deal at first. So Central C kind of blew up. Didn't really have a deal, and then was trying to get a $20 million deal if he was going to do a deal. However, along with him trying to get a deal, his music just kept getting hotter and hotter. Now, he probably has a deal at this point, But from what I hear, the labels and buildings he was talking to, he was unwilling to give up shit. He was gonna get pretty much what we would now say is the 21 Savage deal. So 21 Savage, when he first signed to Epic, he had so much leverage because he already had a project that was damn near certified. It did so many, and it did it independently. The label couldn't really ask him for any of his shit. So they pretty much was like, all right, we'll just distribute you. Central C, and the reason why I'm using Central C is it shows you how much leverage matters. I don't know if he's in a deal now or not, but from what I've heard, the amount of money that people were trying to throw around to get him is exorbitant. And also he had the leverage where they wouldn't own none of his shit. He would have still owned all of his shit because he has leverage. Sexy Red is kind of like that. If you're an artist, you want to get hot before your deal. You don't want to have the label take all the credit for getting you hot. Now, sometimes, you could parlay a single into a bigger thing, but Sexy Red did kind of that. From the single Pound Town and then the viral social media aspect of it, she got the right team around her to start marketing her without a big budget. Remember, I keep telling y'all, the guy behind all the digital shit for her is a guy that used to work at World Star, Jay. He's the guy who is crafting. You ever see like these amazing, like even the Chief Keef thing? He's the guy doing it. Now, let me tell you why that's worth a lot. An artist like Sexy Red, when it comes to digital marketing, it could be over and up to $1 million or millions of dollars to try to keep that brand, constantly growing, keep marketing it, this, that, and third. Sexy Red, like a 6ix9ine, has gotten it for marginal amount of the price, almost damn near nothing. She knows how to manipulate social media and media outlets to post her for free. So again, she's someone came in the game, has some association with the biggest artist in the world, Drake. Didn't really sign like some crazy deal yet, and also use the internet to fuel her shit so crazy. Now, I know you're probably saying, Ak, what the fuck what you're saying got to do with this? The mentality behind her team is not to accept the big bag just for the easiest path. Her mentality, and again, I don't know if it's her, but it's definitely her team. Yo, we think we're smart enough. We're going to get the bigger bag by owning more and doing things as independently as we can. Okay, let's get to this. So, when any artist comes in the game, the biggest touring company is going to be Live Nation. Live Nation is going to try to have a deal with an artist. Hey, we're going to give you a tour deal. We want you to do 80 cities, all our venues, this amount. We're going to promote your shows. Trust me, they're going to be sold out. Trust me, Live Nation, and they're not gambling. If they give you the deal, they're going to make sure that shit is filled. However, you have to realize, and just to give you an idea of like how this works and why Live Nation is like, I think this got, it's actually Ticketmaster. Live Nation's almost, they kind of have like a monopoly hold on a lot of shit. Technically they don't, because even though they own some of the venues, I forgot who did like some arbitration that said there is competition in the market, so they're not a monopoly. Anyway, Live Nation is gonna lowball you though. They're gonna, I don't know, Sexy Red should at least be getting 100 to 150,000 for a show. Now, Live Nation might say, we're giving you 80. Now, keep in mind, when you're Live Nation, you can say that. Not only we're going to give you 80, we own the door, we own the liquor, we own the concession stands, we own the parking, we own everything with it. So we're probably making a nice 8x off of what your What we're paying you, we're making 8x of that, and we're playing with house money. We can't lose. We just can't lose. Now, what a lot of artists, especially if they feel like they have a close team around them, is doing, they're listening to other promoters. So we talked about this company before, AG Entertainment. They're coming with bigger bags. Hey, how much Live Nation giving you? Oh, 80? Yo, we're going to give you 170 per show. Or 150, whatever, right? Most artists are going to turn it down because you don't want to say no to Live Nation, right? When you say no to Live Nation, wait, what are y'all talking about? When you say no to Live Nation, it's like you're saying no to the machine. So people, a lot of people just want to be on the Ferris wheel and just want to be in the game more than they want to change the game or own their shit. Like, what I mean? If you ever wonder why some of these guys don't go independent, like it takes a lot. Anyway, long story short, Live Nation is beefing with AG Entertainment. Anytime they go for a bidding war on an artist that picks AG Entertainment, you always see slanderous shit. For example, when Lil Baby went with AG Entertainment and did a show, again, reportedly, actually not even reportedly, I got the real numbers because I talked to the niggas. They gave Baby $1 million per show. Live Nation wouldn't give him more than $250,000. No, 750,000. If you an artist, a lot of artists are gonna say, well, I'm gonna rather go with a bigger company. They're gonna do all the promotion. I want to get in bed with them because also when you're cool with Live Nation, they're just gonna add you on to. It's just mad money. Like so even if you're like, well, I'm taking less than I feel like I deserve, they're gonna add you on to different shows for certain festivals that they're partners, and I think they're a partner with like Rolling Loud. Like you're automatically gonna be in that. But some artists are like, nah, I'm gonna go a different route. They're not gonna like that. They didn't like it when Lil Baby did it. By the way, even though I take credit, I'll take a lot of credit for clowning the shit out of Baby after he dissed me. Part of the sauce or whatever that has been descended on Baby about him not being as hot anymore also comes from him crossing Live Nation. Trust me. This is what you as a fan, and I would imagine if you watch my streams, I want smart fans. I want smart audience people. I want you to think about shit outside of what you see. Live Nation probably realized that Lil Baby turned down a $20 million deal with him. The arrogance of this motherfucking Negro. Okay, we're going to humble him. Not only we're going to put out, we're going to put through our little, they have their ways. We're going to put out that his tour is unsuccessful. How about we put that his career ain't going good? The next time when Lil Baby's about to tour, what he's going to do? He ain't going to go with a third-party independent promoter no more. He's going to go to Live Nation. And remember I said they offered him like $750? They're going to look at him and say, $400 for you, nigga. You learned your fucking lesson. $400. You need to get back hot. We gonna put you in these venues. We're gonna promote it the right way. $400 for you, bitch. That's how it works. So that's what's happened to Sexy Red. Sexy Red probably got offered more money. Went with AG Entertainment. Live Nation's like, word? You think you could get around us? You think you could fuck with? You think you could still cop from this block and it's not mine? Exactly. So here's the reality of it. And let me break down touring slightly. Artists like Sexy Red, Moneybagg Yo, they aren't huge ticket sellers on pre-sales and shit like that. Who's Sexy Red's audience? Ratchet bitches, baby mamas, whores, degenerates. When you see 40% sold, these are pre-sold tickets. For every artist, other than the ones who have sold out shows, like every show is sold out, they usually expect about 30 to 35% of their tickets to be sold at the gate. You know why? Yo, people don't like a lot of times people don't have a lot of money to be like, I'm going to commit to buying a Sexy Red concert ticket for next month. So they'll wait till it's the day of. They'll be like, oh, that's the wave for today. All right, I'm going to go buy it today. So I know 37% seems low, but it's Sexy Red. You got to think about the artist. It's the same thing with a Dirk. You're going to have walk-ups. That's going to take up for a lot of percentage. And when you get closer to the show, because their fan base don't have a lot of disposable income. So the tour doesn't get sold out when it's 3 months out as soon as it gets announced. Yeah, the shows kind of get sold out when, oh, she about to be in town this week. All right, people now start buying. So again, I agree with Sexy Red. I don't think her tour is going to be a failure. And by the way, we learned with the Baby thing, they did cancel some dates, but Baby's tour was kind of successful. So, and by the way, if you're wondering, why does, I'm not saying touring data is getting paid, but it's, they know the narrative that this comes with, right? They know the narrative. Just let y'all know, people ain't buying the tickets. Which, by the way, 6.8 K capacity on average. Do I see Sexy Red being able to sell 6,500 tickets most cities? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. She'll probably bring people out. Yeah. So I agree with her. But what she's learning is that, you know, her way of the music business is going to come with resistance. When you're going around major labels and you're going around major marketing teams, like when I mean going around, like you're not like, it's like a checklist. Everybody got to get their money. When you're gaming the system has to make an example out of you. Oh, word? You're not going to come over here and bust this money down with us? Oh, you're just trying to get it for yourself. All right, we got you. We got you. Oh, you're not going to come to Live Nation? You going over there? Okay, we got you. Let's start putting shit out. So I agree with her. Let's wait and see. Until we start seeing these concerts that nobody show up, I'm not believing this yet. Her tour was announced like about a week and a half ago. 40% being sold. I think that's okay. All right. Oh my God. YNW Melly's new trial date is set for September 10th, 2025. Y'all know he got locked up in like 20. When did he go to jail? When did YNW Melly go to jail? He went to jail in 2019. Jesus Christ, he's been locked up for 5 years, and he got to wait another year? Here we go. Hold on.
Court today, him and Bort, they both had court.
By the way, this is his mom's right here.
And so basically, the judge put a new trial date in.
By the way, I know this is wild and inappropriate, but I gotta ask chat. Yeah, I know she had started the OnlyFans. Has anybody checked it out? Is this shit? Melly, don't do me like Sack Chaser, bro. But
in for September 10th of 2025. Please make it make sense. We still have, I think, 3 or 4 more things up on appeal with the 4th DCA. So we're still kind of like in a stay. And So we got to get things. I don't know. I don't know. At this point, they need to just dismiss the case. Also, oh, we have another new judge. So this is now the third judge on the same case that's had a mistrial. And a prosecutor recused. The same prosecutor was actually in the courtroom today. We did have court today, him and Bort. They both had court. And so basically, the judge put a new trial date in for September 10th of 2025.
Okay.
Please make it make sense.
All right. So, essentially, essentially, he won't be going to trial for another year. Speaking with Bradford Cohen, he said it's good news for YNW Melly because
So Sexy Red, she has a tour that's coming up, or it already started, and you feel me? She came out and said that the touring company that she is with is, I think she said, it's a black company, and I guess they're trying to give her a bad deal or probably take more money from her. Probably like trying to finesse her, probably only give her like 100K per show or something. And then you feel me? They're trying to say that her tickets aren't selling. And what Sexy Red is trying to say is that she knows her tickets are selling. She knows her tickets are selling. But you feel me? Then the touring data thing posted that only 37% of Sexy Red's tickets are sold. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, man, are we surprised right now? Like, are we surprised? Like, man. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I would expect someone like Sexy Red to low key sell out. I'm not gonna lie, because she has like all the ratchet female anthems like her, Glorilla are like putting on. Because let's keep it a beam, bro. Every single female that like really does good now, they're either extremely beautiful or they're like, I mean, Lotto's still extremely beautiful, but I'm saying like a lighter complexion. Like dark skinned woman, like Sexy Red. I mean, is Glorilla considered dark skin? Like a darker complexion tone females like Glorilla and Sexy Red, who also don't, you feel me, look as good as the best looking females. You feel me? They still get a lot of love and a lot of support, man. Like Sexy Red is like really putting it on. So I'd really expect her to sell out. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like all the woman could make so much money and probably go on like a, I don't know what the biggest tours are, a stadium tour or arena tour. If Sexy Red, Glorilla, Lotto, Ice Spice, Cardi B, and Nicki, if they could have ever like make up, because I'm not gonna lie, the stuff they're beefing over, it's really not that deep. It's some stuff that you could make up over. Like I don't think anyone got hurt behind it. Like it's just petty woman. And I feel like the Ice Spice and Lotto aren't really beefing, bro. Like they're beefing because of the sides they picked. Ice Spice is on Nicki's side, and you feel me, Lotto's on Cardi's side. Like, bro. Or okay, take Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice out since they're on the other side. So you will have Glorilla. Oh yeah, you could throw Meg the Stallion in there, Sexy Red, and whoever the last person I said was. And like they could probably like make over $100 million and just like they could easily do it. Like cause women spend more money than men. That's a fact. But I'm done ranting, but tell me I'm capping, bro. If they try and do something like that, they will sell out. Like you have the girls who make like the songs for the pretty girls, the songs for the ratchet girls, the song for the Hispanics, and like, come on, bro. Only thing I'd say is like, if you could get someone who makes the songs for the white girls too, then that's where the bag like get a like a Lana Del Rey or something, and that's probably like $200 million tour, probably. But I don't know how they're gonna discuss the cuts, but everyone's gonna be making millions at least. So hey, should try it out. But everyone probably wants to be on their own. Everyone probably wants to be the headliner, and we'd have to see how it goes. I mean, everyone knows the headliner would be Cardi, but yeah. Anyways, let me know how you guys feel about everything. It's your boy Big X News. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I am out.